You know something? One day I sat back. There was a young man in my church who got a girl pregnant, and I was angry. I was upset. I had not even heard from him. This deacon came, told me. This elder told me. Everybody told me, and I said, I don't want to see him. And one day the Lord said to me, you have heard from them. Have you heard from him? And I said, I don't want to hear from him. And I said, as far as I'm concerned, I see the girl is pregnant. I don't want to hear from him. And I was offended. So I was thinking one time I wanted to sow a seed to somebody in church, a huge seed. I was praying. I brought some names, about 4 names. Who do I bless this Sunday morning? The first name, God said no. The second name, God said no. The third name, God said no. The fourth name, God said no. I said, then who? God mentioned his name. I said no. I said no. And I said, Lord, look at what they said he did. And the Lord said, what did he do? And I said, look at what he did. God said, I'm not aware. I said, you are not aware? I thought you knew everything. He said, I can't remember. So I said, okay. I called him and he sat down and he began to talk to me. That is when I discovered that there are many things Christ loves but Christians don't. Christ is kind but Christians are not. And the Lord said to me, my hand is upon him. Give him a Bible school form. I gave him. I said, send him to a church. When he graduated, I ordained him. Can I surprise you? That's one of my best pastors today. That's one of my best pastors today. And I began to understand that God's choice is the devil's target. If God is interested in you, Satan is also interested in you. When you see hell break loose on a man, just know that is God's man. When you see hell break loose on a person, know that is God's person. I like to connect myself to people that are attacked. I like to connect myself to people that are fought, because I know greatness attracts trouble. How many of you have seen honey? You've seen honey. Drop honey on the ground, you are going to see a conference of ants and bees. Am I communicating right now? The Lord loved Suleman. I don't know what you think. I don't know how you explain. That is your business. The Lord loved him. Take your seat. Take your seat. Shameless generation of Christians. Shameless. Shameless. No Holy Spirit anymore. Nobody's working with what God tells them. Shameless. The Holy Spirit spoke to me clearly. He said, the enemy has taken the originality of Christianity. Originality, prayer and the word. My heart breaks. My heart breaks. I sat down with a group of ministers and I was saying what's going on. They were talking about a young man who was rising. And this said this, this said this. I took my Bible and I walked here. I was in tears. I said, I am ashamed. You guys are generals. We are here. What will it take us to hold hands together and say, Lord, what are you saying? It's a mockery of our Christian faith. It's a mockery. The Lord loved him and he had a prophecy concerning him. Can I teach you something? Are you a preacher? Are you a preacher? Come here. Let me give an illustration. You see this man? Huh? Okay. Take your seat. You need to understand this analogy. This man is a preacher of the gospel. Okay. You see him with your eyes. He's preaching and all that. He's doing the work of God. He's following God. Or to you, he's not following God. To you. Okay. Which is your business anyway. So that's how you analyze him. But you know what God sees? God sees his covenant on his life. The only thing that will now make God angry is if he stops doing that his assignment is called to do. That is what God has issues with, not his day-to-day life. So when we see a man like Suleman, the wisdom of the ancient, but there was something contending the prophecy of his life. Nathan say, no, I won't be part of it. There's a prophecy. But can I surprise you? The church has joined hell to fight men with prophecy. Do you know how many believers have left the church? They came to church to get succor. A power fought them from their backgrounds. The church joined the powers. Hearts are broken. There is a prophecy that is being contended. And the problem many of you have is that you don't focus on the prophecy. You focus on the happenings around you. You are too idle. You are too idle. You are too idle. There's a prophecy